Good morning, it's day 31 on the Appalachian Trail. I am at Station 19E, waiting for our shuttle to take us up to Carver's Gap. Today it is roughly 20 degrees with probably a 10 to 15 degree wind chill, expecting to do 14 and then back to Station 19E tonight. It has just been brutally cold up in the mountains, so the nighttime temperatures are dropping and we are coming back to hostels in order to make sure that we're safe at night. It's just unseasonably cold, and then after this we will start to make our push to Damascus, which is about after today will be about 70 miles away or so, and that'll take us probably 4 to 5 days. So I will do my best to show you important, fun stuff while I'm out on the trail. However, it will be brutally cold, so there will be limited footage today, I think. I don't know. We'll have fun. I apologize for the squinty eyes. The sun is in my eyes, but we climbed up to these balds and it is just absolutely gorgeous up here, and I wanted to share this with you because this is I feel a once-in-a-lifetime view from all of these balds, just 365 degrees. It is rime ice on all of these trees and shrubs and bushes. We're on, it's called Grassy Ridge, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and the sun is trying to poke out, but it's very bright and just wonderful up here. So I'll get my head out of the way. And I believe I'm going to end up heading down for a little while, and catch you later. Now we have come off the balds and just descending, and it's just a nice gradual trek through the woods, which, you know, if you've been watching my channel, I mean, 90% of what I show or what we hike every day is basically trudging along through the mountains, through the woods. You know, nothing really magical to see like what we just saw earlier, but just a nice walk in the woods. So I've been appreciating the ascents, kind of somewhat begrudgingly appreciating them, because I know that the trail is actually theoretically going to get a little easier after Damascus. With some, I mean, there'll be some climbs in West Virginia, but it will be easier and easier. They say you get your trail legs going through Georgia and North Carolina, Tennessee, and then that's your preparation for the long days in Virginia. So that's what I'm preparing for. But this is just a nice long kind of descent. Still fairly early in the day. Probably have to go up and down quite a bit, but just wanted you to see just the beauty of early April after a snowstorm comes through. Check in a little bit. So I just came across this. This is the Stan Murray shelter. Looks like there is enough for maybe 5 or 6 people fairly comfortably, but nobody's here because everybody departs early to get to the next shelter. But the shelters in Tennessee have this I'll bring this up nice and close. A hiker graffiti board. And the reason why they do that, one, is just it's fun, but so that hikers aren't writing all over the cabins and, you know, doing graffiti and whatnot. But, all right, gonna get back at it. Didn't expect to be climbing, but came across this view. Here it is, off in the distance. Woo. And still going up, I think, maybe to the top of this. I don't know. We'll see. I thought I was over the high ones. This is Hump Mountain, elevation 5587. I think it's all downhill from here. But it's been whipping. It's cold. It was a grind. Glad it's over. And we'll be heading down, I hope, for 5 miles. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like I'm leaving North Carolina. Whoop. I don't know if that's for good, but if it is, it's been nice knowing you, North Carolina. I am still in Tennessee. Probably another 4 days before I can get out of Tennessee. So I made it back to the station at 19E. And I have a room for the night. Tomorrow we're expected to do about 18 staying in a shelter tomorrow night, and will not be going into a hostel until we get down to Damascus. It's about 75 miles away. So things are looking good. Temperature's going up. The top of the mountain was pretty cold, and it continues to be cold, but I will check in tomorrow with you. So like, share, and subscribe, and have a great night.